From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. A nice little juke. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the 1st.
So the goal is at least a 1st down here, right? Pick up a 1st down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 15. Check 26, check 26.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes, rolling to his right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 29, Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
We got this.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Tua sets up to pass it. Being chased out left. Touchdown! Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Mahomes, flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go. 45. Right.
Tua, the final shot before half. Rolling to his left. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets his ball to his running back, Jerick McKinnon. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on first down. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 66 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage, But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Rolling to his right. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And spins away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Dancing to his left. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here's Tua. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. The clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Sliding out of the pocket. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But he turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. The first throw for Henne, the veteran backup. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Tua to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Tagovailoa.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw, sliding out of the pocket.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 15 now. Jones.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones. Forced out to his left. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 46 yards. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They begin with a run by Barkley.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay.
Finding room at midfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's Jones on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, open man is Galladay, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay, 43 yards. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Jackson dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's James returning. A great return there of 22 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Jones throwing on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Up the middle with Barkley. And some room to roam now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He'll flip this out to Brightwell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. And gets this into the hands of Brightwell. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, And that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Richie James, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones, flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. James has got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Matt Breida from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Jones throwing on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Again, Jackson will keep it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Barkley, toss play left. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones buying time to his left. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Being chased out left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones to the right and complete to Galladay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Jones now on first down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They will run for the first time here with White.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. We're scoreless after one.
Brady now on first down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now Jones on 3rd down.
He's got Bellinger.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Got a man, that's Richie James.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They run for it with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, the 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Brady. Buying time to his left.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Thomas will come in motion right. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
In motion comes the tight end left. On second down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Dalton now to pass. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 45 yards. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a give to Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Dalton on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they send a man in motion right. Here we go with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Flushed out right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Jones. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. 2 minutes to play, first half. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down, back to Sanders.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts eluding the pressure right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
On 1st and 10, and now a fumble. The ball's out. And who's got it? The Giants. Not only a fumble lost there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger from 3 yards out. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey, 70, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders, and he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. 75 yards. And the Giants are able to move back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. On
third down. They'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19,
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
He's checking. Switch.
Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way.
Touchdown, Giants! It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens.
Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Barkley, toss play left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will... EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.